Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to Decolour Flash, the newest addition to the Flash series. Now, the way that Decolour Flash differentiates from all of the other Flashes is because of the fact that there's only going to be 3 displays with the break indicating the end of a sequence. This is the only one that cycles through 3 of them, and it will always be this way at the beginning of the module. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to note down these word color pairs, because this is going to be important for the second step of this module. This module is actually fairly simple, and it actually just probably became one of my favorite flashes, because it's a lot of fun to do. So we have we've got blue, yellow, magenta, green, magenta, white, and I'm noting this down in word color because it's just going to make our lives a little bit easier to do. So what these are going to be representing is these are going to be representing specific points in this grid that we need to get to in some way, shape, or form, which will be explained in just a moment. So now what we can then do is we can press either button to begin the module. And by the way, each word color pair refers to the positions in the hexagonal diagram. The color refers to the color of the cell, as would make sense, and the word refers to the single letter abbreviated here. So now, one thing that's very important is that each of these happen to have exactly one of each possibility of appearing. So, for example, all the white cells, there's only 6 of them, each appearing with the different color displays, different words: magenta, white, green, yellow, blue, red. So that's the way that this is going to work. The display will then cycle between 3 different word color pairs with no breaks, and these positions of the displays are vertices that will form a triangle in the diagram, representing your current position. So it's essentially going to be like a little bit of a maze in some way, shape, or form, but there is no walls necessarily. And the central position in the diagram will show a blank display, which we will be getting to in just a moment. So let's hit one of the buttons to begin the module here. It doesn't matter which one it is, press yes. And now we're going to get 3 individual displays, and they're going to continue cycling, but there is going to be no break in between. This means the module has activated. Now, let's figure out where we are. So we've got magenta, yellow. Magenta is going to be right here. We have yellow and white, and then we have green and red. So it's going to be right here. This is going to be our starting position right here. I'm going to mark this in green. I need to mark it in something that's actually distinct here. Will black do it? Yes, here we are. So now, this is where we're currently at right now in this grid. And what we need to do is we need to figure out what we need to do here. So, what we need to do is we're going to press the No button to remove the current display as a vertex from the triangle, and add a new vertex that would form another triangle with the other 2 vertices, therefore moving your position in the diagram. Hold No for at least 1 second to return to the initial sequence. And now, essentially what's going to happen here is if we were to, for example, press No when the green red is displayed, that would move us. That would get rid of this position. That would get rid of this vertex right here. And what it would then do is, using these other 2 points, it would try and create another triangle, which would result in over here. In this case, blue-green. If we were to do that, let's take a look. As you can see, it does indeed change the blue-green. That's exactly what's going to be happening here. So it's essentially like doing a little bit of a flip in some way, shape, or form, just based off of which direction you're going to. And that's going to be the way that navigating works. And now, we're going to travel to each of the initial 3 displays in order and press yes when we get to that display. So let's take a look. So first display was going to be word blue, color yellow. Word blue, color yellow is going to be right over here. We're going to try and get to you first. So now from this point, let's press no on magenta, no on the magenta to get over to here. Let's press no on the magenta. And indeed, it gets us over to the red yellow. Let's press no on the blue green. Let's do that. Let's press no on the yellow. And I'm just going to be noting these down as words because all of them are generally going to be unique. Let's press no on the green. And now, let's press no on the red. And finally, let's press no on the blue. Blue being the word. And now, what we need to do is we need to specifically hit yes on the display that we need to be going to. Because attempting to move off the grid, pressing yes on an incorrect display, or moving to the central cell without submitting all 3 displays will incur a strike. This is specifically why I avoided the central display. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So now we're going to hit yes on the blue yellow, and that's going to give us a little ding. And just like that, that means we're good to go. So next up, we need to get to magenta green, which is all the way over here. So it's going to definitely be a little bit of a distance away. So now let's hit no on the red. Go over here. Let's hit no on the, oh dear. Let's hit no on the green. Okay. Let's hit no on the blue. Okay. Let's hit no on the magenta. Let's hit no on the white. Let's hit no on the blue. Let's hit no on the yellow. Okay. Let's hit no on the magenta. And just like that, we have now landed at the magenta here. We need to hit yes when it's magenta green. And just like that, that's good to go. And now we need to find our last one, magenta white, which is actually right here. So that's going to be perfect. So we're just going to hit no on the magenta green. And now we're going to hit yes on the magenta white. And now we're not out of the woods yet. After reaching all three displays, we're going to simply travel to the central cell of the diagram and press yes to disarm the module. So let's get there. So now we're going to let's hit no on the yellow. Let's hit no on the magenta right there. Let's hit no on the blue, and that should immediately solve the module.
Is the right answer.
Just like that is a solved module. That is all you are simply doing with this one. It is quite an enjoyable experience that I like to do. It's very fun. Let's go over one more example. This module is not really that hard to understand, and it's not nearly as bad to do. It's really not. It's just remember that you're essentially just going to be flipping over the triangle that you're working with. So for example, if you press no on this magenta here, on the magenta, it's going to go over to the white. If you press no on the blue, it's going to go over to here. And if you press no on the yellow, it's going to go back to here. That's kind of the way that they work. Fairly simple to do. It definitely takes a while to navigate around, certainly, with that example, especially because they were on near opposite ends for the first two flashes. But overall, it's not too long of an experience. It is definitely a bit of an interactive, certainly, but it's not too hard. It's not too hard to understand. So let's take a look at our next sequence here. So we have yellow, blue, 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 and red, yellow, making sure that we note these down in the order that they were given after the break. So let's hit the module to activate it. We've got magenta, magenta. That's a pretty clear indicator. We've got red, green, and we have the blue, white. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to get to word yellow colored blue. Word yellow colored blue is over here. So let's get moving. So let's go no on white, and then we kind of just have a straightforward path there. So let's go no on white. So now we're at this one over here. Let's go no on red. Let's go no on red. No on the white rather. Let's go no on magenta. Okay. Let's go no on white. Let's go no on blue. Okay. Let's go no on magenta. And let's go no on yellow. Yes on the yellow, blue here. Okay. Next up, we're going to blue, blue, which is right over here. Not too far away. Let's hit no on the yellow. Okay, we're right here. Let's go no on the white. Let's go no on the blue. Let's go yes on the blue. That's good to go. So we're currently right here. And now we need to get to a word red colored yellow, which is going to be right over here. And it's going to be setting us up for the center display, which we can actually go around and get to this position. That would be quite nice. So now, let's go no on blue. Back to where we were. Let's go no on the magenta. Okay, let's go no on the yellow. Okay, let's go no on the blue. No on the yellow. Let's go no on the white. Let's go no on the red. Okay. Currently right here, let's go no on the magenta. Okay. And now we're currently in this position. Let's press yes on the ooh, wait, where am I? Ooh, what did I do? Oh, I apparently made it over here for some reason. I did red. I must have done it wrong. 1 second. Let's do no on magenta. Okay. Let's do no on the green. Let's do no on the red now. There we go. That fixes it. Let's go no on the magenta now. That takes us over to the yellow red. We'll press yes on the yellow. On the yellow red. Okay. And now let's press no on the yellow white. just like that, we're out of the maze. Because we essentially flip over here, and all we simply need is one cell inside the center, and there we go, the module has been disarmed. And just like that, it's a solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.